Good morning. It's my birthday. This is what I get to do. The weather is very different today than it was yesterday. Can I go in front?
You can.
And we are walking from Drombolly to, well, it depends when we jump off the trail, but to a town called Kenmare. We might jump off a little bit earlier and bus forward because I might feel like it. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's see how this day unfolds. Very, very different to yesterday. Low chance of actually deploying the rain jacket or the sunglasses, but absolute 100% chance of clamping the hat to the head. Hi, sheep. All right, let's see how we go. Ooh.
Jesus, it's a bit windy.
All right, friends, this is what we call a luxury style because it steps and they are so much easier. We have been over, I don't know, 20 styles already this morning, and these ones are the best. I'm just waiting here for Brendan as we go down the hill, and we've spent some time this morning with a couple from Belgium and it's been really lovely. So happy birthday to me. We just climbed over that mountain over there, which looks smaller on the footage than it actually is, but I have to say that was a great start to the day. Quite the leg pumper, and it was windy up there, but kind of fun, I have to say. Like, it really was. Right now we're in Cluny Lock, around Cluny Lock Upper, so it's really lovely down here. Less windy, obviously, and we're heading to Cluny to jump on a bus. So we're just shortening this hike today because we can, and just enjoying being down here in this lovely part of the valley, I suppose. Off to Cluny. Yesterday I got attacked by these spiky bushes, but they have the most beautiful flowers, so I'm finding it really hard to be angry at them. But, ooh, look at that. It drew blood. It drew blood. I forgive you, whatever you are. Oh, and some holly. Holly is so pretty. Did you know that only the girl holly, the female holly plants, are the ones that make the berries? Yeah, fun fact for the day. I love the roadside weeds of Ireland. This is very pleasant. Maybe they're not actually weeds. I am going to do some more research about plants here because, I mean, they're everywhere. So I don't know whether they're weeds or not. Just because they're along the roadside a lot, I maybe assume they are, but they're not. Now let me quickly tell you about the Mountain View B&B at Lauragh. Oh my gosh, Sheila, our host, was so wonderful. We were greeted with wine and beer when we arrived, so we were rehydrating with that. Not always the best decision, but anyway, it is what it is. And then we got showered up. We were staying in like a 3-bedroom cottage, and there was another couple that had been traveling the same route as us, and they were upstairs and we were downstairs. And then we would go up to the main house, and Sheila put on the most beautiful dinner for us. 3-course meal. Brendan got a little candle in his dessert for his birthday yesterday, and you know, I got happy birthday sung to me this morning, and she's, you know, beautiful breakfast, and she's packed some sandwiches for us and a slice of cake, which was just really lovely for us to take along our trip. And it's just nice to do only about 10 k's today. We've cut our route a little bit short, and I think that is going to make a real difference. All right, we've made it to Kenmare, and this is a beautiful town. I'm going to show you a little bit more about it soon. Now, let's talk quickly about the highlights of the last couple of days. So we've done Iries to Ardgroom,
Yep.
Ardgroom to Lauragh, and
Yep.
then we got a transfer from Lauragh to Drombolly
Yep.
to basically here today. So what were your highlights so far of the trail?
Yesterday. So I really liked coming across the top of the hill. There were lovely views down as we walked along. I really enjoyed that section. It was hard, but I did really enjoy it.
Okay. I loved yesterday. It was really hard, and it was the first time we got into probably a rather wettish bog, but not too wet. The climb was hard, and it was really warm and sunny and beautiful, and I think the weather had a lot to do with how good the day was as well. Quite breezy up the top when we got up to the top of the climb, but the views were just for days and so spectacular, so worth doing it. And we chose the high route. So yesterday you could do like a lower route along the road and cut out that that traverse across the mountain bog, but it was worth going up there, I have to say. So that's probably been the highlight so far. And it was a really long day, and then logistics-wise, getting to our B&B, the Mountain View B&B in Lauragh, was fantastic because we were offered wine and Guinness when we got there, and it was a sunny, beautiful day, and we sat around talking with some fellow hikers, and the accommodation was beautiful. And Sheila, our host, fed us an amazing dinner, and she made us sandwiches and cake and filled us.
Breakfast.
Yeah, filled us full of breakfast, and they were just they were absolutely fantastic, our hosts. Both her and her husband were lovely. So I think that's been one of the highlights. I have loved every B&B we've been in. Fran was fantastic in Kappa House. She was wonderful as well, and a great cook, and we were very comfortable there. And that had beautiful views of the sea, which was great. And the Max Adventure app has been pretty good as well, I have to say. You were saying before that it hasn't really worked
for me.
So great on the Android. Why?
So it didn't give me any off-track notifications when we actually walked off track at one point in time on the first day that I used it, and it went through a lot of battery. Like, generally my phone's kind of at 70% at the end of the day, and it was at 30% at the end of that day. So I switched over to mapping it in Guru Maps, and then I can follow it on my watch, which has worked relatively well for me.
Whereas I've had the app working quite fine on my iPhone, and once I actually turned on the background, I allowed it to track me all the time, because if you don't have if you only have the settings so that it's tracking you whilst you've got the app open, you don't get the notifications, and like the off-track or off-route notifications, and it just stops and starts. So you got to just make sure you've got that on in the background, and then it worked absolutely perfectly. So, but the information in the app's been pretty good. A few more specifics about pickup points would probably be appreciated, but I can't really complain because it was easy to get in contact with Ken, who was organising that part of logistics, just to text or call or whatever to work that out, and he was very responsive, so that was great. So yeah, and then today, climbing up the top of that mountain.
Lovely.
We started with a climb, that was great. It was hard yakka, but getting to the top was fantastic because it was so windy up there. It was actually kind of fun. And we walked with a couple of the hikers that were staying in the same B&B as us, so for a little bit of that, which was good. And then we dropped down around the lakes, didn't we? And we popped out at Cluny rather than continuing on and walking all the way to Kenmare, because it's my birthday, and if I don't want to walk the whole 18 plus kilometres today, I don't have to. So we popped out there and walked along, followed the lake along, which was really lovely, and then caught a bus. So to this gorgeous town. So that's really it for reflections. Have you got anything else?
No. From Iries to Ardgroom, we went along the shore.
Oh yeah, Iris, you didn't like that bit, did you?
I did not like that bit so much. There are a lot of styles on that one, and I discovered there are two types of styles. One's with a round rung and one's with a flat rung, and I found the flat rung's far more comfortable to climb across. And I don't remember last time noticing the difference between the two, but they seem to almost alternate on that section of trail, and it was really clear. But there actually was a difference.
I didn't notice until you pointed it out because, and then today we got a style that had
Wooden.
that they were wooden, like, well, there was a few that were actually more like steps, and they were really good. They were so good. But yes, I think we have gone over about 85,000 styles.
It's been a fair few. There's been a fair few.
It's been a lot. All right, we'll just wrap that little segment up there.
Yes,
and yeah, I'm going to give Nesty, because I know you'll be watching this. You'll be like one of about 6 people that will watch this. So I'm going to give you a little bit of tree porn because I know you're going to love that. See, I don't know what this is. I do not know what sort of tree this is. It's some sort of fir tree or pine tree, but it's here in the park and it is absolutely glorious. So now I'm going to give it a little hug for you because I know you'll like it, and you'll probably find out what sort of tree it is for me. So actually, let's give you a zoom in. There's the leaves. Okay, and a little bit of a hug. Here we go. Oh, you're doing an amazing job. Wonderful. Good job. Oh, there's a nail right there. Anyway, you're beautiful and old, and I love you. We're going to go into our room and show you what the Chinese laundry looks like when you travel in Ireland. You've got the windows open, pack explosions, and stuff everywhere. And in the bathroom. And yes, I brought the clotheslines with me.